All right, the recording has started, and this is the April 7th, 2020 Rook community meeting. We don't have a very long agenda today, so we'll just hop right on into it and see what we can get through here. We do not have any further or current 1.2 patch releases going out, so let's hop on over to 1.3. And we have finished all the testing and the code freeze, and everything is looking good to go ahead and actually perform or run the 1.3 release today. So a bunch of good fixes going out in there. These to-do ones here, I think that those will probably be done in batch releases, but yeah, looks like we've got a couple of issues here that are marked as blocking the release, but it looks like they're closed as well. So Seb, do you, or Blaine, do you, or Alex, do you know about if these can be just moved to the done column since it looks like they're closed?
I think some of the backports are still pending. That's why they're still in blocking release.
Okay.
But they will move out in an hour or so.
Cool. That's perfect. Yep. So we do seem to still be on track to go ahead and ship 1.3 today. Travis has a blog post draft that is up and submitted to the blog. I believe that for these links that you need to have blog editor access to be able to review and add comments and stuff. Send me a direct message on Slack if you do not have blog access, but you would like it to review Travis's draft here. And that shouldn't be any issues with getting you access to that. I think since it's through Medium, it uses your Twitter account for authentication. So just let me know if you need access to that. Are there other things to discuss or bring up for the 1.3 release? It looks like we've done all the hard work already.
Yeah, I think we're on track. Yeah. Sweet.
Good. All right, so let's move ahead then onto the community topics. So to give you an update on graduation, we got some feedback from the Technical Oversight Committee of the CNCF that they were wondering where the due diligence document was from the special interest group, the storage SIG. And that is a newer requirement for projects at the incubation level. To make it to incubation, you need to go through a due diligence process with the SIG, and they write up a doc. That was not a step in the process when Rook was accepted to incubation back in 2018. So I followed up with the TOC to bring that up as a concern. I think it's ideal for us not to have to retroactively go back and do a new requirement for a stage of the lifecycle process of a CNCF project that we already have accomplished. So that's what I added that to the proposal, updated the template, and made note to the TOC. I got feedback from our TOC sponsor and also Aaron Boyd, who's on the storage SIG, that was a brief discussion, or it was mentioned in the TOC call this morning. And I don't think that there was major pushback from the TOC. So hopefully we will not have to go back and retroactively do this due diligence document, and that we'll be able to go ahead and call a vote soon. So I think this will be okay. But I mean, if it comes down to the TOC, really requires or demands that we do this due diligence document, then, we'll go ahead and do it. We don't want Rook to try to make it through graduation with less criteria than other projects we're held up to. So it's ideal not to have to do it, but if it comes down to it, we'll do the effort for it. All right, watch out, Kat, you gotta move. Okay. Another note here. So the Google Summer of Code, those applications and proposals from students have been submitted. The application process is now over, and it's in the review stage. So we have a handful of proposals that were submitted there, and we need to follow up with the CNCF to secure our slot for the summer. We have 3 mentors, and so we have plenty of mentors to handle that, and a couple of proposals to look at. So I believe that we'll probably be getting another this summer, a third summer in a row. We'll be having a Google Summer of Code project. So we'll keep you updated, excuse me, updated on that one. All right, and then it looks like we also have a build issue with publishing that I think is a new thing, but I have not caught up on that one yet. Yeah, it's within the last 24 hours. Is anyone up to date, Sebastian or Blaine or Alex? Do you know about this issue, or do you want to speak to this?
I've seen it in my inbox, but I don't really know what's going on yet.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
I think it might have. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm not really sure of any information there.
Well, just looking at the issue from my side as well, not too sure about what is going on, but it really might be just because we have so many Docker tags in the repository, in the registry, so that it's timing out in some way, trying to read something. Yeah, well.
And it looks like, so there is a, oops, not new window.
There's a bug fix 9 days ago.
Yeah.
We would need to check if we're able to quickly pull in this fix already.
And I said, if this is from, the fix is from Darren Shepard. That's cool.
And Thomas Berg.
Cool. So yeah, I wonder if we could pick up that manifest tool fix then and integrate that into our process.
Yeah, it's already in a tag as well. So
in a tag, you said?
Yeah,
oh,
it's
cool.
already in a tag available to fix, as far as I can see. So the question, at least from my side, would be: do you know, Jared, where we set the manifest tool version?
Yeah, I mean, it would be somewhere within like the build, subfolder there, probably in like maybe it might be part of the cross build container, but I'm not quite sure. So, but it's somewhere under there, somewhere. It looks like though this is not a immediate blocker, since Travis has gone ahead and as a temporary workaround removed some of the oldest tags from those repos to get back below the artificial limit imposed by that bug or issue in the manifest tool. So I think we're like this, then I would assume that this would not block the 1.3 release process, since we have a workaround here. But it's something that will run into this limit again eventually without fixing the manifest tool. So, over the next couple week or so, then it would be nice to get that fix in, but it does not appear to be blocking 1.3.
Even if it's not blocking, I found the codes you talked about. Let's see if we can get this fixed quickly.
Yeah, that's great. Yep.
It should have appeared already in a second. So.
Nice. Yeah, hopefully it'd be interesting to see. I mean, you would not expect any regressions to be picked up as well in the manifest tool, but it'd be interesting to see what all changes are there, or what's the diff of features or changes from the version we're currently using and the version that has this fix that we need. Looks like Alexander.
Yeah, no, good point. I was just trying to find the the diff button here on GitHub, but let's see.
Okay. Are there any PRs that folks want to bring up for discussion here? Possibly not, since we're basically got everything wrapped up for a release and it's going out today. So looks like this is a nice little window here. We're in between development storms. Okay, and then some of the action items from last meeting. I played with this again and tried to get Travis to test it for me. But the Rook email address is info and security at rook.io. I cannot get via many different configurations I'm trying in admin settings to be able to get Travis, like with his Red Hat email address, to be able to join that list. So I think we're gonna have to follow up with a different like email distribution list thing than this Google group, because it's not allowing us to add Travis to it, which would be a bit of a detriment. So we're gonna continue to follow up on that. I did follow up last week, but it has not been resolved. And then I will respond to this issue that Travis brought up was waiting for a comment from me. Cool, so that's all we had in the official agenda in the document here. Were there any agenda items that folks wanted to bring up or discuss in this call today? Okay, cool. Well, if there are no further discussion points, then we can go ahead and adjourn this short agenda for today, and we will follow up on getting the 1.3 release out later on this afternoon. And any backports that need to get done, Sebastian, that you mentioned, we can go ahead and follow up on those, and then we'll run the release train later on this afternoon. Sweet. All right. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. Stay safe.
Stay safe.
Sounds good.
Thanks.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.